Hello, welcome to the Coffee Talkie Show, the podcast for women living abroad. And today we have an amazing topic, and like always, we share with you, the most authentic way of how we feel and what's going on in our lives.
And we're definitely sure that you can relate to those situations where, when you see opportunities, you're not sure it's an opportunity. You're like very skeptical about it, kind of terrified, maybe excited.
Yeah.
But it's there and you need to seize it.
Yeah.
You should seize it.
So we'll talk about opportunities in general, and especially those that are, hiding behind something very uncomfortable, and yet you need to see it, then seize it.
Yeah.
So grab your coffees and your notebooks and let's begin. It's always there. I have plenty of opportunities. So maybe you think you don't have any opportunities. They're not showing up. The universe is not sending me opportunities. And the thing with opportunities is that you have to choose to actually open your eyes and look for them, then actually see them, then take them.
Yes. We're laughing about it because I cannot even start to count the amount of times in the last couple of months I said to mine, it sometimes feels like we're saying universe, give me a sign. And then you have this huge billboard. But you're like, nah, but a real sign instead of pouring rain. And no. So those kind of things that we don't see. And it's not that it's not there. But then from time to time, there is an opportunity in front of you. And if we're talking about life abroad, we hear from so many of our clients saying so we got this opportunity to move abroad and now we're terrified about it when we don't know what to do. We got this opportunity to do this and now no idea. We think there's an opportunity, but we're actually not taking any active steps to make it happen. So you see the opportunity, but you're not seizing it. So there's a lot of things to talk about around opportunities and what do we do with them, especially when it's, as you said before, hiding behind those very uncomfortable areas or things we don't understand.
Yeah, that's funny because, when you're talking, I'm imagining an opportunity in disguise, okay? It's all, with a mask on, a costume on, and saying, I'm an opportunity, but you can't see it sometimes. You have, to have some laser sight in see through this, filter that is fear usually. Yeah. Okay? And I don't know if it makes much sense for you here. I know that you understand me, my words, but I'll try to explain a bit more. Sometimes we see something coming in, and what we see is fear. Our own fear, okay? And I'm not gonna do that. I don't like it. It's not good for me. Or, this person is going to take advantage of me. I'm not gonna fall into this one. Yeah, protecting yourself from something that you're scared of, okay? But actually, if you are open enough to see beyond your own fear, then sometimes you can see the opportunity behind it. And the reason why we share it with you today is because this is something we're going through together right now, okay? And do you want to share?
Yeah, so when I give it, first of all, I'll start by this. A big loving thanks to Michaela, which we don't know. We'll start by this. We talked with her a couple of times over the last year via Instagram, on Zoom, and that's about it.
Some messages on WhatsApp.
Some messages on WhatsApp. And a couple of months ago,
First of all, let's explain. She's a woman that we met on Instagram. We interviewed her for our Real Expat Talk. That's how we met her. And we connected on many levels, actually.
Yeah.
So she shared her life abroad journey and her experience of living abroad. But then we connected on so many other levels, and we saw that we had so many things in common. And one of them is Tony Robbins. That we love Tony Robbins, we love his work, and we listen a lot to what he says, and we read his books and seminars. And she's like been our sponsor in this.
she literally opened the door for us to come and join her on one of Tony Robbins' events that starts literally now. Like whenever you're listening to this, we're probably doing this or it's already passed. And the first reaction that both Maayan and I had was, why will she do that? Like, why will
She literally invited us to come to England. She's living in the UK, to be with her while participating in this seminar. And let's say it again. Honestly, the first reaction was, why the hell would someone else invite us? We don't know her, to be with her, to share with us this
amazing thing.
And it's a big thing.
It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. I want you to understand that those kind of events are things that we put on our list that we want to attend to at some point in our life. And she gave us the opportunity. Come, be with me, do it with me. And our first reaction, as Maayan just explained perfectly earlier, the first thing you see is your own fears, your own doubts, your own insecurities. And we're like, this sounds too good to be true.
And we said no.
We said no.
We said no to her. When she asked us, do we want to come? We said no. And we, honestly, Michaela, if you're hearing this, sorry for the honesty, but we made so many excuses why not to come.
Why this is not the right time, why it is not the right investment for us right now, why this is weird, why maybe we're not prepared for it, why it's not the right time, everything, every possible excuse on earth, we came up with it. And thank you, Michaela, because you literally busted all of our excuses and you're like, bullshit. Literally, this is what it's like in harder word probably. But the messages she sent me was like, look at what you're doing. You have an opportunity in front of your eyes and you're literally closing the door instead of seizing it. What are you so terrified of?
And I remember that we talked about this door. That it feels like you're standing behind the door, and on the other side of the door, there's the universe, life, opportunities knocking on the door. Come on, let me in. Open up. And you're like, no, I'm holding this. I'm not gonna let you in. And sometimes it feels like this. And I talked to a dear friend of mine a couple of weeks ago exactly about this. And she said to me, sometimes I'm so proud of how can I resist holding this door. I'm putting all my energy. And I'm like, for real? Isn't it, much simpler to just let it go, open the door to new opportunities, let them in? And she's like, no, I'm holding the door. But think about it. It's funny, and we waste so much energy and strength, holding things because we want them as they are, as we know them, as it's comfortable to us, where there's no surprises, no fears, and no opportunities.
Yeah.
So we hold the handle. It's like locked. But all you gotta do sometimes, you don't even have to push the door. Just let go and the door will open. And it sounds so simple, but sometimes you need another, person pushing you like Michaela did for us. She's like, girls, come on, let the door go. Let it go. And finally we said yes.
And again, the fear is not letting go that quickly. We gotta tell you, we booked the tickets, we rented the place, we're literally flying tomorrow to the UK to see her for the first time and to start this crazy adventure, full-in immersion event with her. Big, like, Tony Robbins event. And the fear is coming back in. Totally honest moment here. We're like, we never met her. Like, we're flying somewhere and we're like texting and exchanging WhatsApps and it's like sending voice messages and we're like, yay, we're seeing each other tomorrow. Great. Where do you want to go and have dinner? And you're like, I don't know. Like, what do you eat? We never met. I don't know. Like, do you drink beer? Do you drink wine? Should we like bring something? And those fears are so natural. And I want to tell you something that I said to Maayan earlier. I really believe in all my life is about being the energy you want to attract. And we do so many things in our lives all the time. We are those people that always gave to others, done to others, cheered others up, gave them the opportunities, made them feel good,
opened all
the doors for every possible person we know. And this is who we are.
And you know, we grew in this kind of house, okay? Our father always laughs at our mother because she's like a shelter, you know, for everyone. Oh, you're feeling a bit low. Come live with us. Like, our door was always open. We had so many friends, you know, living in our house.
We had strangers, people that my parents didn't know, that literally a friend of a friend of a friend call and be like, listen, this kid has an opportunity to play in the Football League of Paris. Can you, like, be their foster parents for, like, a couple of months? And my parents were like, yeah! They didn't know them! And this
happened to your voice. It went so
like,
high.
It's like,
wow.
I'm really excited about that. And the thing is, this is how we grew up. Give always more than you expect to receive. But then how weird is it when we receive? We're like, why are they giving it to us? What do they want in return?
Yeah. And I told you before, like, the first reaction was that, what do they want? What does she want from me in return? Like, she's going to take advantage of me. And I know it's not true. I know it's not true.
We know.
But this is the first reaction because it happened to me before, you know, people took advantage of our kindness and our willing to give. And I'm like, I'm not falling for this one again. Block. Holding the door. Not opening up because I'm not falling for this one again. But the result, I could do this, you know, I could do. And I've done it a lot in the past. But think of the amount of opportunities I missed because I said, I'm not falling for this again. I'm not opening the door because there is a chance that I'm going to get hurt. There is a chance that someone will take advantage. Maybe.
But maybe not.
But maybe not.
And I have to tell you, like, we're talking about this now and we're laughing about it, but it's so natural what we're feeling, and we're sure you're feeling it as well. And Michaela, we're super excited to come and see you tomorrow, and we're going to do this event together. But if I have to go back to life abroad, I see so many people, and you know, I've dealt with it myself. I can share with you that when I lived in Israel for many years, I felt this desire, this inside voice telling me like, hey, maybe it's time to relocate again. From the right places, like it happened from the wrong places as well, but from the right voice. And there were opportunities, but I was like, but I remember how hard it was to relocate and how alone I felt and how many struggles I had to deal with and how many challenges And I was like, as Maayan said, I was like, I was burned before, so maybe better leave the door closed. Don't take the opportunity. And we don't take the opportunities because we're afraid. And the reason why we're afraid is because we have past experiences. And this is the moment where we need to say, hey, those past experiences can be guiding signs, but I should never become stop signs. Never let those past experiences hold you back from trying something new, because every new opportunity is different. You're a different person. You learned, you grew, you can try different things. But I avoided so many opportunities in my life just because I was afraid or it was uncomfortable. And I'm sure that if you're thinking of moving abroad or if you relocated before, you know what I'm talking about. It's like this, okay, there is this opportunity on the table, but maybe not. Like, it was too much. Now I'm too old. Now I'm too young. I have kids now. And those moments is like, understand that we need to let those filters go and really look at the opportunity as it is. Seize the opportunities.
Because like we mentioned it at the beginning, there is this one thing of looking for the opportunity and seeing the opportunity, but then there is an action you need to take, and actually seize the opportunity. Because so many times, and regarding move abroad, I'm sure that you can relate to it, we have the opportunity, we see it, it's there in front of us, and then we say, yeah, it is an opportunity, but it's not for me. It is an opportunity, but I'm not gonna take it. Because, because all those past experiences that we had, those signs that we are turning into stop signs instead of guiding signs. I love that you'd say that. And we're actually, passing by our own opportunities so many times. And I don't know if you believe in universe, life,
God, divine, whatever you choose
whatever
to believe
you believe in. But I believe that life will give us the opportunity again and again until we seize it. But it will come in different forms, disguised, sometimes into fear, sometimes it's an experience, sometimes, it's gonna, throw it in our face. Sometimes it's gonna be so hidden that you will have to work really hard to see it. But don't pass by. If you see an opportunity, if you see it already, don't pass by it. Take it. Maybe it wasn't the good one for you. You can always, say, hey,
I tried.
It was an experience, but it wasn't what I really, really wanted. I have a great example with this. We, a couple of years ago, we wanted to make a move abroad. We wanted to relocate. We wanted, to make a change in our life. And we got an opportunity to relocate to Nigeria, from Israel to Nigeria. And my husband got a job opportunity. And he moved. He said, I'm gonna try it for 3 months and then we'll decide. So I stayed at home in Israel with my 2 daughters, and he flew there. And it was an opportunity. We saw the opportunity. It was an opportunity to make good money, to have an experience for him, for us, to experience something else. But then he moved and he said to me, you know what? It's a great opportunity financially, but actually it's not good for our family because we won't have family time. He got a job and he would have been away most of the time and we would have seen him only on weekends, and it wasn't the right opportunity for us, but it was an opportunity. And we took it, and we paid a price, a huge price on, different areas. And then we decided we are letting it go. but we took it first and then we put it back on the shelf for someone else. And then after 2 years, we decided to relocate to France, and it made us, appreciate much more the family time, because this is the opportunity we wanted. Okay, so it's in a different form, a different sky, similar opportunity, but not exactly the same. But we had to take the first one in order to understand the second one better.
Yeah.
In my belief.
Yeah, and I think what's important here is that it's a mix of two things. There are opportunities you have to create, okay? You have to decide, like, there's something I want to do, and I have to create the opportunity. Just the other day, we talked with Yerden on our podcast. It will come up at some point. Check it out. And she talked about how she created an opportunity for herself in matters of her career. So some opportunities you have to create. You have to be active to look for the opportunities. And some opportunities, it sounds weird, but they come knocking on your door. They come. You do things to get them. You have to be like understanding that it's part of it. You believe in it more than probably I do, but we do things all the time to get them. But the active part of it is to see it and to seize it, to open the door.
I wanna emphasize this a little bit, because I think that we always have an active part in our life. We're always playing an active role in our life, and we're always, kind of creating our opportunities, because we have to put ourselves in an environment that is, helping us to get opportunities, to see the opportunities. And it's going a bit deeper, but to make it simple, it's like you can't sit in your living room, expect that, you'll get a relocation doing absolutely nothing about it. Sometimes you have to put yourself in the work environment that will help you get there, or surround yourself with people that are doing the same thing, like Michaela, okay, what we just told you about the Tony Robbins event, and Michaela, like, we've done things to put ourselves in this situation, okay? So first, we opened an Instagram account, and we started talking to other women living abroad. So it's an active part. This is how we connected. And we shared our love for Tony Robbins and our interest in this.
Yeah.
Okay, so she understood it, and it created a link. And, we had to put ourselves in this situation. It wouldn't happen, if we stayed offline all the time and never spoke to anyone else, never do any Tony Robbins event. It's like you have to do some kind of active steps to create the environment, so it can be bigger or small. But I believe we always have a part of it.
I agree. When I said earlier, knocking on your door, is that you have to put yourself in the right places.
In front of the door.
But you have, exactly. But sometimes those are things that are more surprising to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I meant. In the two options, there are things that you actively, like, you have a clear vision of what you want and you take active steps to create an opportunity. And other times you are playing around it, you're putting yourself in the right places, you're talking to the right people, you don't know exactly what's the opportunity, but then it takes shape and form, and you're like, ooh, this is an opportunity. You need to be able to see it, you need to be able to seize it. And I want to say something more about opportunities. Those things, you talked earlier about Nigeria, about France, I talked about moving here, the event that we're going to. If you only look at why this opportunity is not the right one for you, you will find all the excuses for it. Be sure of that. You will find all the reasons why it's not the right opportunity. It doesn't mean it's true. Because if you'll decide to look for why it is the right opportunities, you will find all the reasons for that too. It's really a matter of choice. What we look for, this is what we'll find. And because of our past experiences, because of things that we are so used to do, because of our fears, because of our doubts, we tend to go to this negative approach and be like, what's wrong here? Why is it not working? Why is it not the right time? Why I can't do this?
It's not an opportunity at all.
And it's so much harder to look for what's good, but it's always available for us. We just need to decide that this is what we are actively, again, looking for. And it's a matter of choice. We talk a lot about changing our glasses. It's deciding where we focus our attention to. Both of them are available. What's wrong and what's right. We just need to decide where we focus our attention on.
And you know, when we make this decision and we choose where to focus our attention on, then it's easier for us to find more reasons. Okay, so if we decide why it's not a good opportunity, like we choose to focus there, then we'll find all the excuses why it's wrong. But if we choose the other way around, it's like, and honestly here, once we chose to focus on why this is going to England tomorrow is a great opportunity for us, once we decided this, it's not that the fears disappear, but I have found so many other reasons why this is an opportunity for me. Okay, so it's related to the topic of the thing. It's related to, great opportunity for me to go to England, to visit, to, change location, to be away from my family a little bit, from my kids, to sleep a whole night, to spend some time on my own because we're flying separately. So, and then I kept on finding more and more reasons why this is a good thing. And it's always about the stories that we tell ourselves. We just need to tell ourselves the story that is, that's serving us at the moment. It's not about right or wrong. It's not that this is right and this is wrong. They're both right and wrong at the same.
I have to tell you, because Michaela is really good at this, and she played hard with me. Like, it was a tough love moment, and I'm really thankful for that, because you need to, again, be able to see those moments as something that you're grateful for. But she said to me, and it's stuck in my head since. She's like, I gave her all the excuses, and gosh, I sent her like a voice note with like all the excuses. It's Maayan's like little girl birthday today, so it's not the right timing. She cannot leave her, and we don't have the money for it, and our business is not in the right like place that we can take 4 days off, and this and that. Blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, what if this is the opportunity for you too? And then she started listing the different stories. She's like, maybe you'll meet the person you're supposed to meet on the airplane that is gonna make your business go to another like level. Maybe you coming to the UK is the thing you're supposed to do in May. Maybe meeting me is something you're supposed to do, and this will create something bigger. Maybe you taking 4 days off from what you're used to do and you're so into will give you another perspective on things. Maybe. And she kept on listing all of it. And of course she added, like, maybe you'll meet your Prince Charming. And I was like, it's amazing, because it's exactly that. It's the story that we tell ourselves. And again, if I want to relate to relocation and life abroad and situations that you might be dealing with right now, might be a lot of questions around, is this the right opportunity for us? But unless you're going to give it a try, you will probably never know. And I want to share with you an advice I got that is from another area of my life, like dating life. But it really made me change the narrative around dating life. And one of the advice was, unless you'll be willing to open your heart and get hurt again, you'll never be able to love again. And it was really painful to hear that. But this is so true. You need to be willing to take the risk of it going wrong in order to seize a thing that is going to go right. Otherwise, it's never going to go right if you're not willing to take the risks. So it's true for every area in your life. You need to be willing to take the risk of something going wrong to check if it's actually going to go right. And
this is seizing an opportunity.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm taking the risk. I'm taking it. But if I won't take it, I'll never know if it's good or not. And you gotta take it.
You gotta take the risk. You gotta seize the opportunity. You gotta be able to look at this door and be like, hey, I'm opening it up. And I'm enjoying what I can on this journey and figuring out as I go, is it the right thing for me? Just as you talked about Nigeria, you figure it out. It's not because you took the opportunity that now it's a done deal. You always figure it out. But it's part of like life's adventures. You go on those opportunities, you take those opportunities, and then you figure it out. And we see so many people online talking about the fact that, hey, I got this job opportunity, but all the reasons why it's not gonna work. And it's not I'm inviting you. I'm asking you, change the narrative. All those fears are here for a right reason, but they should not hold you back. They should be those question marks of like, ooh, I'm terrified by it, but what if? What if it's something good?
Absolutely. This is like if you're thinking about moving abroad, you got an opportunity, or maybe you created an opportunity and now you're scared, and that's natural, that's okay. You can take an opportunity while being terrified. It usually works together. This is what we're doing right now. We took the opportunity and we're terrified. But it makes it exciting, first of all. And again, like we said so many times during this 30 minutes, you gotta take the chance. You gotta take the opportunity. Try it. The worst case, we're doing it. You can always go back. You can always move abroad and come back. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay? But if you don't make the first step, if you don't look for the opportunity, take the opportunity, take the step, open the door, then, you can't close the door. You need to open it first, then to close it.
Yeah.
So I really, really hope that if you're thinking about moving abroad and right now you're saying, I have this opportunity, but I don't know if I should take it or not, I really hope this conversation here helped you, believe in yourself and seize this opportunity. Go for it, and ask for help if you need. Reach out, ask for help. We're here for this.
And we wish you an amazing week. And we hope you enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for other episodes. We're coming here every single week. So like, share, review.
And we'll tell you all about this seminar that we are going to do and how it was, and was this a good opportunity for us? We'll let you know.
I'm really sure it is. So, Michaela, we look forward to seeing you in literally like 36 hours. And in the meantime, have an amazing day.
you.